Good evening. This is the video newsletter for Buy Sell Short for Thursday, October 14th. Choppy session on Wall Street today. Not for us, however. Our plays again on fire, just as they have been for the last 2 months. Another fantastic day for the newsletter. But we'll get into that shortly. We're looking at the Dow 15-minute chart, and you can see we're continuing to hold that 200-day moving average. We had another one of those. The top is in, move down on the market today. You had some more shorts position. Just craziness, if you ask me. And then going into the final 30 minutes of the day, the market went vertical yet again. Couple of reasons why. Dollar is down, and the Fed QE2 is on the way. And as they say, don't fight the Fed. And, we are very, very close to shorts really getting bent over a barrel here. The market is extremely overbought, but we can get extremely overbought, we can get extremely oversold, and we can keep getting more overbought and more oversold. And that's exactly what we are seeing right now. Remember, we had the market essentially fall from April through, August. So a few months of upside, very, very possible here. Dollar hit a new 15-year low against the yen, which again is very good for the market, at least for now. And as I said, we've got that QE2 out there on the horizon, and people are starting to buy in anticipation of that. Looking at the daily chart, you can see we remain well above our moving averages. 20-day exponentials back there at 10,860. I mean, we could see a pullback to there, and this market just be fine and dandy. Golden Cross on the Dow daily chart still looking great, and we still continue to push ever higher. SMH red on the session, but as you've noticed, after hours, Google blew the door off its earnings report. Google up $45+ in after hours trading, which has the SMH, QQQs, everything pretty much gapping up. So as it stands right now, we're looking at a good open again tomorrow. We've got options expiration next week, so we still have some nice upside. One thing to note, typically on options expiration, the week or right before options expiration, we see the market reverse course. The market, of course, as you know, has been pretty much vertical throughout the month. However, as you'll remember from last year, during crazy liquidity rallies like the one we are in right now, options expiration when we're up tends to see the market push ever higher. So that retrace that a lot of shorts are expecting next week for options expiration may end up and turning around and biting them in the ass yet again. But anyway, let's jump into stock plays. ZBB, huge winner for us today. 50% almost gain for us. Hit first target, secondary target's not too far away at 75 cents. As I mentioned in the alert and in the chat room, you should have booked at least 2/3, 3/4 of your gains on this play. And as a side note, the solar stocks, which is the reason we got into this, have sort of really eased off late in the day. So we could see, if we do see a pop on this one tomorrow, likely the top is pretty much close on this one, but a huge gain. You can't ask for anything better than a 50% gain in one day here. GLUU trading alert yesterday on that break of 150. Our target was 165. Hit 165 on the nose today. 10% gain one day. Perfect. Very close to a multi-year breakout here. So as we mentioned, 2/3, 3/4 profits booked. And if you're holding a break of 169, should give you a move to the 180 plus area. If you booked all of your gains, you could probably look to keeping an eye on this one and jumping back in on a break of 169, and that would be the way to play that one. ARWR, this was a trading alert yesterday. Really did not act how I expected. Not every play is going to go up, and it really acted like crap, in all honesty. We got a nice pop through on it yesterday, and then just from the open today, just overall weakness. Looked like we had a short working the stock, and for that reason, mentioned lighten up on plays. If you're still holding this one, 95 cents is the drop dead stop on this one. Even if it runs down the road, no use, pining over a stock like this. If it's not going to move, we're not going to waste any time on it right now. We're going to save our ammo for the gem plays. And boy, do we have a couple of gem plays for tomorrow. PKT, absolutely love the setup on this stock. Read the emails I sent out on this one today with all the research on it. This is a gem, and that is me pounding the table on PKT here. We got our breakout at 55 cents, but this stock trades on Amex. Amex stocks move when the specialist wants it to move, and this guy was sort of sitting on it. Obviously didn't have any inventory, but as I mentioned in the alert, so many good things going for this stock. Traffic management play, as I mentioned in the alert, they have trials ongoing with 14 telcos, as mentioned in the August PR. 60-day trials. That 60-day period is up almost now, so we could get a nice little PR on this one. And these guys signed a big deal with a company that sells 60% of the telco switches in the U.S., and PKT's product is going to be sold by them starting now. And as mentioned in the alert, they're going to start recognizing revenues this quarter. This is a stock that is about to go vertical on its revenues. We've got an ascending triangle breakout here at 55 cents, and the target on this one, remember, if you take the height of the triangle, so we're looking at an 18-cent height, add it to the breakout at 55 cents, that gives us a first target of 73 cents. We're looking for 65 and 73 plus, but as I mentioned in the room, this is a stock that can do what we saw on EGHT, NEI, API, 50, 75, 100% moves over the near term. Love the chart. Volume is great on it. Rock solid support at the 200-day moving average at 49 cents, and I can't say enough good things about this stock. Indicators are a go. Sleeper, laggard tech stock that, as you can see from the 1-year chart, is very overdue for a big breakout. We've got our breakout in progress right now, and we are going to see it make a move to this spot in the near term, and this is going to be one of our next big winners. And as I said, pounding the table on PKT. Love this one. Late mention in the chat room, and definitely one to keep an eye on tomorrow, is OVRL. If you didn't notice, our other storage plays, HILL and QTM, exploded today. We also had ISLN push up to another high. It's up at $27 today. We had HILL up 13 cents. It's up 30 cents in the last couple of days. QTM popped 30 cents today. Storage stocks are the rage. And today, OVRL, this has been a sleeper, low float, low volume storage stock. Today they went out and bought a cloud storage company. Remember, cloud storage is what got this whole storage momentum going over the last couple of weeks. And now OVRL is a player in this hot, hot sector. First target on this one is a move to the 50-day moving average, 158. But really, let's look at the 1-year chart here. 1-year chart, since the April run, stock is down 60%, so we've got some major upside here. I'm actually thinking this low float storage play, $2 seems an extremely reasonable target on this one. I would look to accumulate this one 150 and under, and I think it's going to be a very big mover for us in the near term. It's trading at multi-year lows here with very, very little downside at the moment. DSTI, a turd solar stock, big spike over the last couple of days, no sales. They actually have cash now because yesterday and after hours they gave 3 million warrants to purchase their shares for $1.70 and $1.25. Would you be willing to pay $3 for this stock when everyone else is getting it for an average price of $1.40? Back under $2 within a week. A break through that 200-day moving average tomorrow, and this one goes splat. IFON, continue to coil here. Actually, let me pull this one back in. Just judging by this chart, keep an eye on this one. This one could get a spike tomorrow, just how this setup has been here and what we typically see when we get candles like this. So this one could get a nice little move tomorrow. And then last but not least, TRID, fat little breakout winner for us and just looking really, really good. But back to the focus for tomorrow. PKT, OVRL, big, big moves coming on them. Pounding the table. Get ready for some fat gains on this in the near term. And I will see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. I'm definitely stopping in the chat room. Didn't send out a whole lot of alerts over the last 2 days, but we have had a boatload of plays. So definitely come into the chat room if you can. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.